So we have a problem statement. The problem statement was this, that uh, basically you have to get a number like 1 and you have to return first. So for 2 you have to return second, for third you have to return third, and so on and so forth. It's a pretty basic question. What's being seen in this question is how you approach the problem. Okay, so let's see where it is. Yeah, I can't do anymore repeats. Okay, no issues. I will show you how I approach this myself. Okay, so the way I approached it was, there was no, so this is how I started. Okay, my program started with this line, that we need the number from the first. I changed the language, and it's a horrible thing to actually even start with Notepad++. It's always good to use an IDE. Okay, this is how my problem started. The first thing you put is comments. Okay, you break the problem down, and that will help you a lot. Okay, so even before writing the code, you must completely, try to break down the problem into small chunks, even small parts. So this is what I wrote. So this was the first it was import statements, and then there was get the number from the user, then there was output the string, and then in my head, if you remember the question, I thought it's best to get this part from a function and then append it to the same number. So what I thought, for this we will just create a function. Okay, so this is all in my head. Then this is what I have to do. I have to get import statement. I have to write the number. I have to output the string. When it came to importing the statement, I claim completely blanked out. I had no idea what to do. But so I kept it like this. Okay, I made the first integer, that given integer. Remember the naming conventions. You can't use A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay? Always remember the naming convention. It gives you a slight edge over other people. If you have done any bit of Java codes and all that, this would be very similar to it. This is basically a way to import a number from the user. So scanner scan equal to new scanner, or println and next int. Okay, and if someone who has used it has realized that there is an error here, okay, there should be system.in here. I know I didn't realize that, and that is another reason I say, if you are given a chance, either use your own IDE or use the online IDE. Don't use Notepad++. Okay, now that this is done, let's move ahead and then add the string part of the program. So this is what I did. Okay, I have not written the I have not even wrote the, so you can see this is a function, and by this point I have not even written the actual function yet. Okay, so it is important to understand this kind of approach. This is something I learned from Mehran Sahami in Stanford University. It was one of his lectures. You don't start writing the function right away. You figure out, you go from whole to part. Okay, you see the forest first and then you go into the trees. It's all right if you have written a function that has not been implemented. It is absolutely fine, no issues. And then you output the string. Okay, I think this much has been copied here. So this is what I did. And then so at this point I know my main
Hello.
problem is done. Yeah, just give me a moment. Oh, sorry, I was actually helping someone out with their tech interview. I am taking his interview and figuring out how he's doing. So yeah, now the you can say the output structure of the program is complete, so that everything from outside, and now we come to the algorithm part, that is which is required. Okay, so if I just, so this is the program I wrote. Okay, now I think I made a lot of mistake when I did this. I think it is still in error. Yes, this is still error for 111. So anything like 111, this will put 111th. No, I think that is fine. The point is the problem doesn't matter. Okay, you have to show that you are attempting the problem some way. And by this time, I had realized that I made a mistake. Trying to do this not in an ID. Okay, I was confused what the import statement is. I didn't know if this was going to run or work for everything, and compiling it in command prompt is not a good thing. So yeah, that is when I moved to, let me show you what the program was. That is when I moved to this, and as soon as I did, I realized I have made a bunch of error, as you can see. And because I, okay, let me import here. So once I did this, I realized that my function is not actually is actually inside another main function that should not be it. So I fixed it. The point I am making is, since I am in IDE, I was able to see the errors. Okay, once I fixed that and I ran the program a few times, I realized some outputs were wrong. So I fixed those output by here, doing it here, and then I ran the program a few more times, and that was it. Okay, point I am making is, always start with comments. Okay, I will link an excellent video in the comment down below. The basic thing is that comment is not for the users. So I think what is statement was, a statement was, code is there for the computer to understand what the comment is doing. It's not the other way around. Comment is not there to explain to other users what the code is doing. The code is there to explain to the computer what the comment is doing. It is a completely different shift. It's a completely different way of looking at programming. And if you want less complexity in your life, if you want to, make more and more complex program, that is the way you have to start to look at it. Okay, yeah, I am not telling you that I am a genius programmer or anything. It's just a few things I have picked up quite in a while, and I was very happy in this interview. At least in this particular thing, I was very happy because I started with comments. The things started to break down, because what happens is, in interviews, if you lose your calm, it takes quite a while for it to come back down. If you are nervous, it takes quite a while, and most interviewers won't give you the time to do that. Okay, it's some interviewers are good. They will say, hey, all right, calm down, it's fine, just an interview. But most will just silently judge you. So that is the point. Start with comment. I will link an excellent video by a great author of the book, I think, Introduction to Web Development and Programming or Dummies. I don't remember his name, sorry to say, but his video will link in the below. Do watch it.